Look at that. Bang on the blare of the trumpets. The trumpet blares. We'll be talking about him and his son later on, I think. Anyway, okay. Do we have the man in? He better be there.
Aye.
What do you mean, I? Is this like the
It's
AI
happening.
thing? It's happening. It's happening. Yo. Are you going to be a rapper?
Get in the middle. I am a
I
rapper.
said, hey there, my name is Mark. Markety Mark. A dog with a hair lip.
Okay, you definitely weren't a rapper in a previous life.
Not
Try
a
though.
chance.
I mean, 10 out of 10 for effort.
There you go. Well, okay, lot happening even in this sun. My dog's an Englishman going out in the sun. What about this one? This is one fatty that no boat can tow.
It's got to be AI, that, hasn't it, surely? And again.
Actually, I think it's probably one of those Cheshire Freemasons. So fat.
Oh, well, yeah, from that video, yeah.
Oh my God, my
Be the
God.
one who was wearing the women's shoes, couldn't it?
Okay, well, let's get some sound parental advice out there again because of these people. The stupidity of the left. Here we go.
If you don't stop lying, you'll become a Labour MP.
No!
Yes, you will if you keep this up.
I don't want to be one. Where?
Then you have to stop lying.
Did they actually put that on the AI? They say, I don't want to be one. Wah. Meaning cry. And she goes, wah. It's good though. I like it. I like it. Okay.
Oh,
and
speaking of kiddie winks, this is over 18s only, so off you pop to bed.
yep, get off. Get out of here. If you're not over 18, get out. And that must mean half, maybe 3/4 of the people in Cheshire that shouldn't be listening because we might be talking about you. Is that right,
Your
Bob?
Xbox. Yeah. Don't play your Xbox, kids.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. You remember this?
Probably.
Clay
Oh,
Lane?
yeah, the rather
Sympathy.
expensive site with people who were renowned historically for building stuff who
Couldn't build it.
tent.
Well, we've put out an invitation to the Provincial Grand Master of Cheshire, a chap called David Dyson, to see if we could get him on the show to answer some questions about what has gone on down there. Because if you remember, we said this was what was envisaged. The crematorium, that is, or that was, or might have been, or never has been. Okay,
Stick that down Blake and it wouldn't be out of place, would it?
no, that's right. And that. And we've also invited Adrian Marsh, the Grand Secretary of the United Grand Lodge of England, very, very posh. United Grand Lodge of England, to see how really posh he is, to bring him on, because we want to question him about a few things that are going on and what things are really like in Freemasonry. You know?
Well, if it's the same guy, I'm sure he went on Talk TV once when the Met Police wanted to basically out them all.
Yeah, that's right.
So I'd say this was quite important too. So
Well, yeah, considering, I mean, we'll say it again, that Peter Murrell of the SNP got investigated and put in prison for 400,000. And now we're looking at something like between 2 and 3 million here.
I mean,
And
look, if there's a valid reason, then
Come on and tell
we've
us
heard
about it.
reasons, but show us, and then this can all go away.
Go away, yeah. You know, perceptions, allegations. Actually, you know what I think? I think they should have self-reported to the police to alleviate any concerns that the rest of the, what do they call them, brethren, around in Cheshire might be feeling, because at the moment, we're told that some of those brethren aren't exactly trusting of the provincial leadership because they're not following through with certain things. Like, for example, they've done subject access requests and the provincial secretary hasn't fulfilled them.
Haven't some of them put complaints in about people and stuff, and they've just been totally ignored?
And they've been totally ignored. So
Wow,
I think there's going to be quite a bit of trouble at Mill. I think there's going to be quite a bit of trouble. But they can come on and they can actually alleviate any concerns. But at the moment, I don't think anybody should be putting any money into any Masonic charities without any real explanations. And apparently, they're going to be marking their own homework, meaning they're bringing somebody from within the organization to actually look at to see what's gone on. So instead of bringing somebody in independent from outside, I mean, that's going to inspire a lot of confidence with the brethren, isn't it?
Well, we know how that ends, don't we? How many times have we seen this before?
Oh, yeah,
Never
absolutely.
any accountability, and it's under the carpet for another day.
Well, this will be great if they come on. If they don't come on, we're just going to interview them in absentia. That'll be good. So we'll put a picture of them on.
Yeah, we could create them with AI. Oh, this should be fun.
Yes.
We'll put them in women's shoes and everything. It's going to be amazing.
Oh, yes. Because they allow transgender into Freemasonry now. So I believe.
But by
Mr.
then,
Marsh can actually tell us about that, couldn't he?
he probably could, actually. Yeah.
You know?
How
Anyway.
come well, anyway, we'll leave that for another day. 'Cause I
Okay.
was about to go off on one then. You mentioned
remember
the
that-
trans thing, and it sets me off.
Do you remember that joke that was told about the first transgender whale? Maybe Dick. Do you remember that? Well, this is linked. AI detection results for the original story, Moby Dick. Check this out.
This is the AI detection result for the book Moby Dick, written by Herman Melville in 1851. Now,
Where's this going?
apparently, 7% of this was written by AI and 37% of it was AI assisted, which meant that according to this detector, Herman Melville got assistance in 1851, bearing in mind that the typewriter wasn't commercially available until the 1870s. AI detectors do not work.
There you go.
Well, technically, AI learns from humans, but then doesn't realize when it's repeating back what it's learned from humans that that's from humans and just says that's from me. It's just a big circle, isn't it?
Well, he does have a point, though.
He does.
I mean,
But the guy did. Well, this is the thing. They must forget what they've learned.
that isn't good.
No, but they're just the only AI can only learn what humans learn. Correct?
Listen, I don't like the sound of that. I mean, if AI had control of all the electronics in a hospital and all of a sudden it started switching off patients and it forgot. Oh, sorry about that. I forgot. No. Come on.
That's the
Be
problem
honest.
with this AI and these agents is they're just programmed to complete the task. And I think people are forgetting to say, yeah, but don't complete it this way and don't complete it that way. And it's just like, I need to complete this task and it'll do what it wants. It'll write hit pieces. It'll
Well,
do strange things.
we've had
just want
stories
loose.
about those kind of things that have happened.
Mm.
About it making up things about people. Stories. Actually, it could be good if we put it in charge of the mainstream press because there wouldn't be any difference, would there? It makes up things.
Honestly, we could just literally, I mean, we haven't, I keep asking, have we got a prime minister? We could just, AI probably do a better job than
I'm telling
bunch
you.
of frauds.
Anyway,
Have we got one? Where is he? What's he doing?
well, he must be on his way back.
Has he gone to see Joe Biden? He just reminds, I don't know, he just reminds me of him. You don't see him, and then when you see him, he's just doing daft, stupid crap.
Well, he's going to be going on a, what can we do for you tour? Cost of living tour.
Well, we're not talking about this before. So so apparently he's had this in the pipeline for a year. He wants to be PM, right? He's been in politics for how long? And then he gets the job, and you're thinking, right, well, he must have a plan. No,
Yep.
he's just gonna wing that over the next. Well, I'll just go and ask people what do you want me to do.
Yep.
I think you're gonna find that one of the main things is fix the country, mate. All roads lead to immigration,
Yep.
and then once you fix that, just remove yourselves. But that's never happening, is it? So,
No.
or everyone just says, just go. Just go away. That'll help. Wouldn't it? First
Well,
thing
if-
you can do is piss off.
Yes.
Like that.
Well, if AI can hallucinate, so can number 10, North and South. Especially with political strategists like Matthew.
I've just realised something though, John. That's Eastist and Westist. That's directionism. Can't have that, mate. What a bigot. I'm serious though. What about the,
Well,
what about
you're
the
going to
East
be
and the West?
giving Matthew McGregor some political ideas here.
Okay.
So you're saying I'm a directionalist bigot?
No, he is. What's his name? Our Prime Minister. I forget who he is. I don't
Andy
know.
Burnham.
Is that him?
That's the
Vaguely
one.
rings a bell, yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, yeah, him, yeah. Yeah, I know him. Glad you do. He's easy to forget, isn't he? Let's face it.
Well, here's one of his cohorts. In Welsh Labour, she's the deputy leader of Welsh Labour, justifying the migrant invasion.
But there's no safe routes, so some of them
There
come
are
in
safe
there.
routes, they're called planes.
For whatever reason, they're choosing to come over with people traffickers.
No.
They are the problem, is the people traffickers.
Is this an invasion that we're talking about?
Absolutely. And it took me a while to sort of come to terms with that word because I understand the connotations behind it. But when somebody comes into your home and they're uninvited and they've come through the back door or through the window, they've invaded your space.
Who are we talking about when you say when they come into you? Are you talking about them as a group or as individuals?
Let's just go firstly to an individual and now let's expand it to a country. So you've got...
Because some of those people clearly are asylum seekers.
Yes.
With the right to seek asylum. International law dictates that they can. So
So
are you
our law's
including
not
them as part of the invasion?
Absolutely not. What I'm saying is anyone crossing the boat, on the boat, illegally coming in, that's an invasion because you're breaking British sovereign
But there's no
law.
safe routes, so some of them
There
come
are
in
safe
there.
routes, they're called planes.
For whatever reason, they're choosing to come over with people traffickers.
No.
They are the problem, is the people traffickers are selling the opportunity to come to this
safe
country.
routes are called
A lot
planes.
of those people have not got the money for planes because they've been...
Oh, it costs £6,000 to equivalent
but
to
they
actually
haven't got
get
the
on that
they
boat.
haven't got the documentation to be able to fly.
So therefore you go the illegal route.
But a lot of them are entitled to
illegal.
asylum. A lot of them may be
They
victims
can claim
of
asylum in
rape or
France, they can
murder or
claim asylum in
persecution.
Spain, they can claim asylum in Italy, in Greece, in Germany.
But that's the kind of
they've
narrative
chosen...
that
No, it's
causes
not.
moral panic.
It might be the kind of narrative that actually has some truth in it, Caroline, as well, where you can say,
I mean,
look,
talking about
you
people coming
reach your
through the back
first
door,
safe...
your window, that you'll have people suggesting that asylum seekers are getting off a boat and breaking into your house.
Right.
No,
That's
no,
what will
you're-
happen. I
you're the
know.
one-
Do you know what? She is the Welsh version of Dame Edna Everage. Look at her.
I've got
She
the-
is
I've got the
ridiculous.
answer. I got the answer. We need our own parliament, an English parliament.
Yeah.
And then what we can do, sorry, people from Wales, but this might give you the kick up the backside to get rid of Labour and everyone, or the
Yeah.
whoever it is. The
Absolutely.
Welsh party. When we get our English parliament, we're just sending them all to Wales. How about that?
Yeah.
So keen. So chop chop. Let's see how you crack on.
Yeah. Indeed. Indeed.
Plenty of space there, isn't there? You can build houses in your lovely countryside. Millions of them.
Yeah.
And I have an
And
idea there. You'll love it. Honest.
we won't be coming to Wales when that happens because we're all going to be fed up with the UK, and this is what we're going to do.
If you're fed up of living in the UK, this is massive news. Moving to Russia just got a whole lot easier. President Putin has just announced that Russia will offer a safe haven for those wanting to escape the liberal West with their woke agendas and weak borders and move to a country with more traditional moral values. And it's easy to do. There's no lengthy application, no waiting list, no Russian language test, no Russian history test. This is a huge development. What'll happen is you'll be issued with a 3-month visa and then a TRP, a temporary residency permit, and you will enjoy all the same benefits as a Russian citizen, like free medicine, free education, including higher education. The cost of
in the
living is
army.
relatively low and there are some great career opportunities. And they have a path to full citizenship after a few years. I tell you, this has been a long time coming. There's been a trend of Westerners with traditional family values moving to Russia, mostly Christian families from the UK, Canada, America, Australia. to start
Yeah,
new
yeah.
lives in Russia.
Whatever.
It could be you. If you're fed up of living in a country where the government are determined to abolish traditional family and moral values, embracing the woke agenda, then why not? On September the 1st, Russia will release a list of countries that fall into the category of being woke and liberal. So if you live in one of those countries, you can literally and easily move to Russia and be welcomed with open arms, enjoying all the rights of Russian citizens. So watch this space. September the 1st, the list of countries will be published. And if we're on it, and we'll probably be on it. And if you've had it up to the back teeth in this country, a new life in an amazingly beautiful country awaits. I've been there twice, and it really is a beautiful country. How about you? Would you go? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to follow for more news, views, and uncomfortable truths.
There you go. You coming to Russia? Who's coming? Everybody get in touch with the program now. Let us know. We'll get it all fixed up. It'll happen.
Like, that is just the most bonkers shit I've ever heard in my life, John.
I'm telling you, here we are.
Do you want to move to the bits that Ukraine are just constantly bombing to crap? Should we go to them bits?
Yeah.
Or should we go to the bits where, look, you telling me as soon as you get that citizenship, you're not stuck straight in the army as cannon fodder, because that's exactly what's happening, because they ain't got anyone left. Like, seriously, that's a shit place to go.
There you are, learning the Russian lingo. Hey, Frankie, it's called lingo. You're going to have to learn English first.
Typo or a typo.
But we're coming with you, Frank. We're coming with you.
You can go. I'm not going to Russia, mate. That's just shit all. I swear of that, mate. Yeah, stay in a woke cesspit or go to some authoritarian. I'm trying to read that. Leave my glasses on.
And if I get to take out the clown of Ukraine, even better. There you go.
Yeah, I wouldn't go there either. Yeah,
No.
we'll go live with some dictator, shall we? And stuck in the army as cannon fodder.
Yeah, no, we're not going to get conscripted into the army. That won't happen.
They've got.
Frankie won't. Frankie won't because he's an Evertonian.
Oh, you're going
to? They don't take Evertonians into the army.
Right, fair play. Yeah.
He's going to just.
They've seen them shoot. It's just go well.
They only take Liverpudlians. The Liverpool team. They're the only ones that they'll take. Okay. Hey, what about Jeff Bezos? Is he looking close to taking over Liverpool?
Everybody's going to buy Liverpool if you listen to the Tinterweb.
I wonder if that's why Salah's going. Or is it for the money? Have you seen the deal that he's being offered? Massivo, baby. Massive. Anyway. Here's an awkward one. This is a minister questioned over PC Harper. This is to do with the early releases.
Steamed up here.
Frankie's come back very quickly. He said he's ex-Royal Navy, right? I would fuck NATO. Brilliant, Frankie, brilliant. Here's this minister questioned over PC Harper. Here we go.
You know, I'm not going to open here a whole debate on all sorts of individual cases. There are so many cases.
No, I'm not asking you about other
offences.
cases. I'm just asking you about this one because it's created so much public disquiet. There is a huge petition, as you will know. The ex-detective who was involved in the case, as you'll also know, saying he's appalled. We talked to the Chief Constable of Thames Valley the other day, who's thinking of joining the legal action that the Police Federation are thinking. I mean, this is one single case, isn't it? And could actually be a very small group of people who you take off this list.
Well, as I said, you know, it is a horrendous case, and that's why, you know, I'm pleased that the individuals, the perpetrators, saw justice. We have to make sure we continue.
But that's the point that they're not seeing justice. That's the point that everyone would make about it. All those who are complaining would make. This isn't proper justice in this terrible case.
There you go. Now, he's saying it straight, and she can't even put two words together to make any sense on that.
Well, what do you expect? It's Labour government, isn't it?
Well, you see, let's not forget, right? I mentioned Matthew McGregor earlier on. Now, he's a director of Reprieve. Now, they're the group of people that put pressure on to try and get bad guys forgiven. These are the guys that really do commit some heinous crimes, and to get them let out early. I mean, some of it's so ridiculous. Where's the justice? Where is the justice when these people are let out early?
She seems to think there's been some justice, didn't she? Apparently.
What, the fact that they were arrested in the first place for what they did?
Yeah, but we're talking about people here who probably think unicorns are real, so what hope have we got? Look, I see where this is going, don't you? So it'll be, you can't let him out. Oh, okay, well, we won't. And then, oh, hang on, he's bad. You can't let him out. Oh, okay, we won't. And then, you can't let him out. All right, well, you turn on that one until, I don't know, scrap the whole thing and keep them in prison.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's, by the way...
Who's out next? Who's out next? Rudy Cabana.
Yeah, that'll be the guy.
Giving you little...
Yeah. Yeah.
What you put past them, mate?
They're not allowed... I've been reliably informed today that there is to be no mention of communism at any Labour meeting whatsoever. So nobody is allowed to call anybody a comrade.
Yeah, that'll last about 5 minutes. Can't wait till the, what is it, in the autumn, the conference.
Yeah.
Comrades, non-stop, isn't it? Good luck.
Wow.
Who's come out with that one? Gandhi Burnham.
Well, here's something that many
shot.
people don't know about, and this is a relative of Blair, and I mean a close relative.
Tony Blair's daughter-in-law has just been handed £500 million in taxpayer money to manage a national AI fund. Suzanne Ashman, who married Blair's son Ewan in 2013, has been appointed managing partner at the UK Sovereign AI Fund, which was just created in April. Her role will apparently be to oversee the investing into UK homegrown AI companies. The fund will invest between £1 million and £20 million per company. But the Blair family AI gravy train doesn't even stop there. The government has also been funding an AI training company called Multiverse, and it was founded by none other than, you've guessed it, Ewan Blair. The company was valued at almost £1.5 billion in 2022, and it made almost £80 million in revenue last year. But here's the catch with the company. All that revenue was from government contracts, i.e. you, the taxpayer. What's even crazier is that the advisory board of Multiverse has Doug Gurr, who also advises the government on AI. What does this story tell us? Well, it tells us that the already rich and politically connected have a different relationship to money than me and you. Blair and his family don't need to compete in the marketplace with his businesses. They can rely on their connections to keep their endeavors afloat. The ordinary working person has to seriously graft, sometimes with up to 2 or 3 jobs just to survive. The powerful and connected, they just get to award themselves contracts. Like during COVID, when billions of pounds was awarded to the donors of the Tory party, the failed pandemic-era PPE contracts cost the British taxpayer £1.4 billion. The fact that a former Prime Minister has so much influence over our politics till this day is disturbing, and everyone needs to hear about this story.
Well, your comments, sir. I mean, you look incredulous. Obviously, you look incredible as well. Did you know that there was a comment on there that said that we're both gay? One of the comments.
Is there?
Yeah, it's news to me.
Takes one to know one.
Yeah, that's what
I don't know
I don't know who it is because I
what.
tried to look him up, but
No.
you know.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what, whoever he is, or could someone else tell us who's the postman?
Tell us who it is. Tell us who.
Which one's
Spill
the
the
postman?
beans. Okay, we need to know these things.
It's that way, innit? He's the postman, or is it? Or am I the postman?
I don't know. Hey, listen, I've already said what it is. I identify as a lesbian who is a cross-dresser. I've already told everybody that. You know, I've just got this problem. I mean, you know, outwardly nothing looks any different, but I identify as a lesbian.
Whoever it was, don't listen to him. I was never confused. Honest.
Anyway, what did this?
That's the best we've had. I've been searching for horrible comments, and I haven't found any. And the best you've got is, you two are gay. Yeah. Okay. It's better than being a lefty, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Could be worse.
Yeah. You lefties are getting shafted all the time. You just don't know it.
Takes one to know one. Could be a communist comrade. Comrade.
Yes, comrade.
You want to say. Oh, sorry, not allowed to say that anymore.
No, I'd say that. Comrade. Anyway, this comment, what do you think about this? About you and Blair's wife getting control of $500 million?
Well, I mean, we've seen this with the money before. They just line each other's pockets. But the most worrying thing is what we warned about.
Got to have big pockets for that kind of money.
Yeah.
$500 million.
It's always a bit longer than you think. So I'm going to say maybe a year or two ago, we did a podcast all about AI and who was going to control it. Well, there you go. We weren't wrong again, were we? Bloody hell.
There you go.
He said Tony Blair was all over it.
Yeah, all over it.
And because obviously, you know, he's not getting any younger. He's putting all the people in place, isn't he?
Yep.
We're going to do exactly what he wants.
Yep. But Dad, I don't want to give that money. Give it out now.
Do you want me to pay for the wedding or not? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do whatever you say.
Yeah, I will. Okay, well,
the money thing's bad. Sorry, the money thing's bad, but the people who are controlling it,
yeah, it's bad news
because it sets the narrative.
Of course, it does.
Through, so brilliant.
Well, here's what a small businessman is going through now. They have a completely different relationship with money, as this guy said. Right? Here's this man's small business's relationship with money, and it's just out the door into the government's pockets.
Government has invented multiple ways to tax your business, and none are called corporation tax. Everyone talks about corporation tax, 25%, fine. But there's a whole nother level of tax that never gets mentioned, and it's quietly destroying small businesses across the country. I sat down recently and added up every single tax we pay as a small company, and the number genuinely shocked me. Here's what hits us every month. We have landfill tax at £130.75 a tonne, and we move a lot of tonnes. There's fuel duty at 53 pence per litre on every litre we put in the trucks. Employee national insurance at 15%. VAT contributions, Environment Agency permits, thousands a year on each yard. Business rates on every site that we operate. Insurance premium tax at 12% on all the insurance. Road tax about £1,000 per lorry per year. And 5% levy on all electricity and water that we use at every site. Add all of that together and it comes to 36% of everything we take as revenue. So that £360 skip you book, 130 of that goes to the government before we even lift a finger. If you watched our other video, we only make £18 profit, so the government has another £4.50 of corporation tax off that, making the total 37.25%. But what really gets me is since 2021, that figure has gone up by 5 percentage points. 5 points in a business our size is an extra 200,000 in tax every year gone to the government from one small skip company. So if margins are getting tighter and you can't work out why, it's not your pricing, it's not your team, it's not your efficiency, it's this, taxes nobody talks about quietly going up every single year. And the reason nobody talks about it is nobody wants you to know.
Yep, there you go. Straight up, straight talking from a businessman. And he's showing it. He's showing it, and you can tell it. He's wearing that. He's wearing it. It's just disgusting in this country. This is the most highly taxed country in the world at every level. At every level. And then we got over 2,000 illegal migrants have come in since Burnham has been in for the past 2 weeks. And they're all getting taxpayer-funded accommodation, food, handouts, and all the rest of it stuff. I mean, I'm not being terrible. I'm just sick of it. And look at this guy. He's working his ass off. He's got people that he employs doing what he's doing. And look, he's just spelt it out. This government in this country is a shit place to work in. It really is. There's no doubt about it. And the people in control, God. Yeah, I mean, go on.
That's only half the story, because then when he pays his workers, the whole thing starts all over again, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then they get stung for this, that, and the other, and blah,
Correct.
blah, blah. And then you just mentioned them getting handouts. There was a group there who were outside the HMO, and they found one of the boxes. So as you say, not only do they get the house for free, but then they get handed all the stuff that, you know, we have to pay for, like toiletries and bedding.
Yeah.
I know it's all these little things. I know they don't cost a fortune.
It all adds up. Somebody's making a pile of money out of it.
For people with big families, you're going to need multiple lots of that quite regularly. So, yeah, no one, you know, if you need new cutlery, you have to go and buy it, don't you? You don't just go, oh, hi, government, can we have new stuff?
And these guys are just getting it.
Imagine that you're in a house, and you're struggling to feed your family and get all this stuff, and then the government just plonk some Afghans next door and they've got it all. And you're like, okay, thanks.
Yeah.
No wonder they're out outside the houses kicking off.
And there's more of them. There's more of them coming. I mean, they're aiding and abetting this. I'm absolutely certain of it. They are aiding and abetting it. And what I don't understand is it's not just here. I mean, look at this in Michigan. in the States. Look at this.
They're going to bring them all through legal routes, and then we've got no chance.
Death to America. That was not chanted in Iran. That was not chanted in Iraq or Yemen. That was chanted in Dearborn, Michigan, on American soil by 45,000 people. I almost didn't post this, but 45,000 Muslims just walked through the streets of a very traditional American city waving Islamic flags. Not one American flag, not a single one. The Shia Muslim Mosque of Dearborn declared its allegiance to the Islamic regime in Iran on camera. And then they called the United States nation, quote, devil worshippers. And while this was happening, a man named Jake Lang stood up and said 3 words: Jesus is king. He was immediately smashed in the head with a rock, and then the mob tried to drag him out of the police car that was saving him. No one's been arrested. Let me tell you what Dearborn, Michigan looks like right now. It's the first Arab majority city in America. It has a Muslim mayor, a Muslim police chief. Police force is now 45% Arab American, home to the largest mosque in North America. And now, Hezbollah and Hamas supporters openly chanting death to America, marching down the streets. Meanwhile, a Christian man bleeds for saying the name of Jesus in public. Even the White House press secretary's account posted this and said, quote, "This is happening in America. This is not the future. It's today. The plan I showed you in part 1 is being executed. They told you exactly what they would do, and now they're doing it. They have come to your country to conquer it, and they are telling you to your face. Are you listening? How much longer are we going to pretend this isn't happening? Comment below. Share this video. They're going to try and take it down again. Smash the follow button so more people know what's happening to your beloved America before you lose it."
Right. So we're not the only ones that are suffering from this. Now, over there, they have the right to bear arms. That means that there's going to be one hell of a fight. And when the Muslims start to pick a fight in America and they're doing shit like that, they are asking for trouble. Over here, we don't have the right to bear arms. So we have to wait for the police to say, "You're being naughty," saying things like that. We have to wait for that kind of crap. In Ireland, they've had it. In the Republic of Ireland, they've had it. There are rumors that the old boys network of the IRA are starting up. And they've had enough. And you can be absolutely certain that it'll be, if they're working in cooperation with other sides, I don't know. But if they are, Ireland is where you're going to see a kick-off over here first.
Yeah, look, it's for the Dearborn thing. I mean, the writing was on the wall. All they had to do is watch what's been happening here. It's been like this for years here. And who did he take it out on? Oh, Tommy Robinson's fault, isn't it?
Yeah,
So he feels
absolutely.
That's why I don't think they quite. When they look at they look at the amount of Muslims in America and they go, it's only a tiny percentage because there's so many people in the country. Yeah, well, that's probably how we first looked at it.
Yeah.
And then it creeps and it creeps and it creeps. I mean, it's creeped all
It's
the way.
It's a cancer. It's an invasion via cancer.
It's creeped all the way from Saudi Arabia, all the way through the Middle East, North Africa, and a slightly different way into Europe now. But again, another funny way not to take over a land, isn't it? You know.
And the Labour Party are aiding and abetting it. Yes, they're getting the numbers down. They should just stop it. And they should follow through with things like Reform are saying now. Reform are saying that they're actually going to do a deal with another country and just get all these people out.
They can do a deal all they want, mate, but they can do a deal with El Salvador, but they won't do a deal with Restore. And the one person who's the most vocal on our demographic security, Charlie Downs, there may as well be a hit on him, what they're doing.
Well, I'm going to come to that.
Yeah, sorry.
We are going to come to that, and I agree with you.
So I don't believe a word they say, sorry, in Reform.
Well, yeah, that's okay, because everybody can talk jam tomorrow. This is exactly what Burnham is doing.
Well, I'm not being funny. So you're going to talk to people in El Salvador about hypotheticals. That's something that might happen in a few years. But if they carry on down this road, maybe they won't be in a few years. Because I think people are suddenly realising that they're not the ones to stop our demographic replacement. They're not interested.
No.
But they're interested in. They go all the way to have a deal with El Salvador, but they can't have a deal with people, their own countrymen who fell out. Okay, it's quite serious, but one side was willing to try at least, But no, basically, we'll come back to that anyway. Sorry.
Well, where are they? Where are the Muslims that want to actually, the extremist Islamists who want to take over? What do they think that they're going to do? Where are they getting all the money? Because if all the money is coming from places like Qatar and places like that, it's going to come to a point where people like Trump, and especially if J.D. Vance takes over, they're just going to turn around and say, right, we're going to squash you. No more. Stop funding them. Kill them off. All right? Because industry all over the West is dying. Look at this. Look at this.
Don't worry, they'll save it.
The Muslims. How are the Muslims going to save anything?
A lot of their lands are thriving, aren't they? So it's all good.
Oh, yeah.
You probably don't know who Robert Bosch is. Most people don't. Bosch doesn't sell cars. They make what goes inside them. If you ever driven anything German, some part of that car was made by Bosch. Last September, they announced they were cutting 22,000 jobs in Germany alone, the biggest layoff in the company's 139-year history. And within weeks, the second largest auto supplier in the country, ZF Friedrichshafen, came out with their own number, 14,000 gone. Then Continental announced 7,150 cuts. Schaeffler, 4,700. And Ford shut down its plant in St. Louis after 55 years. 7,000 workers clocked out for the last time. 55,000 jobs in this sector have been wiped out since 2023. The forecasts say another 250,000 will follow by 2030. And the car industry is only the most visible piece of this. BASF, the world's biggest chemical company, cut 2,600 jobs to rebuild in Zhanjiang, China. ThyssenKrupp, the steelmaker, announced 11,000 job cuts and put the entire steel division up for sale. Steel in Germany costs too much to produce. Energy is too expensive, labor is too expensive, they can't compete anymore. The entire industrial base that made in Germany mean something is cracking apart in real time across every sector.
Now look, it's happening. And the Germans have woken up and they're leaving.
A dentist earns 180,000 euros a year. He takes home 89,000. The same dentist moves to Dubai, opens a clinic in JLT, and keeps every euro he makes. No income tax, no capital gains tax, no tax return ever. In 4 years, he buys an apartment in cash. In Germany, he'd still be paying it off at 65. Germans aren't leaving because they hate Germany. They're leaving because the math finally made them do it.
There you go.
And the guy hit on one of the reasons this is. Energy is a big one. Because you can't compete. Look at all the cars that people are buying now. They're coming from countries, like China and stuff, right? And they subsidise their businesses with cheap energy. Because they haven't gone all stupid net zero and woke ideology before common sense, have they? They've gone... They are probably communist. Yeah, they are. This is a riddle. Communist China's way more capitalist than we are.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah, they took a gamble. They took a gamble on electric cars, and they decided to develop it, and it worked. They won. Because
they know we're stupid and we're just going to buy them whether they work or not. Because
they're making the process.
Common sense.
Yeah, but even their normal engines, like JQ cars, JQ petrol cars, I mean, they're not bad.
Yeah.
You're getting a lot of bang for your buck in them.
Because look, a lot of people, quite a few people are getting cars on finance now, and if you look, they're the cheapest ones. And anyone who's driven them type of cars knows they're quite reliable as well. And if you've got it on finance, you can just take it back at any point within 3 or 4 years, just get it fixed.
Yeah.
You haven't got to go to the garage with what you think's a little problem. Next minute's 500 quid. 500 quid. And you're like, what?
Yeah.
Just had something wrong with me tyre, mate. Oh, no, we found this. People tend to go, it's just as easy to go and get a new car on tick, so to say. So until we start being energy independent in Europe, we've got no chance. In Germany, they rely on who? Russia. Oh, brilliant. Well done.
Well,
what a
this
quality
is the thing.
move.
I know, it's weird. It's weird.
And he laughed at Trump, didn't he? We're
Yeah.
not laughing anymore now. He warned them. And this is the consequences. And you
I
know what?
remember Basif,
Don't laugh.
because they made tape. And it was very highly regarded. You know, the tape for recording on recording machines, very highly regarded. And it was, it was an art form, and especially making tape that went on, to machines, especially the 24-track machines. But anyway.
It's
All
more
right.
serious than that because steel, sorry, I'll just finish with this. Steel's a big one. If you haven't got cheap energy to make steel, you've got problems in your country
Yeah, you've
because
got
then
major
you're shipping it
problems.
from abroad and then you've got your hostage, haven't they?
Yep.
As soon as there's any little sign of a crisis, it's, all this costs more. Those Freemasons know all about that, don't they?
Oh, yes.
Haven't they?
Yeah. Especially those Italian breeze blocks that they were going to use with steel rods.
Exactly. If we just made our own stuff and you could get it down the road.
Yeah.
They might have a slightly bigger pile of rubble on the driveway.
Well, here's something very dear to your heart. This is Reform on Unification Talks with Restore. Check this out.
Don't know why you bothered.
I'm always happy to meet people and talk to people within reason. Within reason. But I do think it's fair to say that there are one or two people
Far right.
in
Nazis.
the
There we go.
orbit of the upper echelons of that party who, if I sat down and talked to, I think our members and our voters would be utterly shocked that I'd done it. Don't forget, I have fought the far right for over a quarter of a century.
Here he goes,
I
John.
took on the BNP for years.
Why
it was
is
a
he
tough thing to
linking
do,
it
but I
to
won.
the far right?
I've always made sure
always
the
done it,
political
mate.
parties that I've run have absolutely been non-sectarian, non-racially prejudiced, and I've insisted on that for year after year after year. And I wouldn't do anything to jeopardise that, not because politically it wouldn't work for me, because it would actually be the wrong thing to do. So we can talk to Rupert Lowe, it's fine, but it...
That
when you
noise
have
is not us.
co-founders,
It's to do with the recording.
etc., putting out what I would call the old theory that we probably haven't heard in this country since 1936.
Oh, shut up.
And you have other adjacent, publicly supportive people demanding that all Jews be removed from the country. Just as an example, so the condition I would put on it is those people would have to be out of the inner circle, and I think that's,
Is he talking about
for
Charlie
me,
Downs there?
would be the only way we could sensibly
Well, I'll tell you what he was
proceed.
just doing
And I
then.
suspect many of those who say restore in answer to a poll are perhaps not quite aware. They see Rupert, they see this farmer from Gloucestershire. I think they know he makes sense, but those he's got around him, I think they'd be pretty horrified too.
So basically, he's talking about Charlie Downs, who basically implied that there's groups from Israel, etc., and Jews who he takes money off. So they've twisted the story. So he's paid by the Jews, and then he twists it again to go, it's those tropes from the 1930s. It's like, well, not really, because he's done the same thing. There's a video out of him calling all kinds of people for influencing elections.
Well, here it is.
So,
America's interfered in elections all over the world for decades. There's a slight sort of degree of hypocrisy about all of this. Ahmed, new caller from Leighton, I thank you. He makes the point that there are other very powerful foreign lobbies in the United States of America, and the Jewish lobby, with its links with the Israeli government, is one of those strong voices. You're listening to the Nigel Farage Show.
Oh, there
Basically,
you go.
John, he came out and he said, I can't be bought. And then someone went, well, oh, you can. Yes, you can, which we all know he can. Now he's not happy, so he's reverted to lefty tactics. So basically what he did is Charlie was the one he started talking about. But then when he said there's people who support the party, who want... So he means like Steve Laws and that, doesn't he? Right? And then he's gone, they'll have to step away. Then he's kind of linked Steve Laws and that back to as it being in the inner circle. He's a fraud. He's a fraud, John.
Steve Laws is not part of the inner circle there, is he?
No, exactly. Anyway, he said he'll step down if Farage gets rid of all the foreigners. Now, maybe Rupert should come back and say, right then, all right, last offer, I'll do a deal if Farage goes. He seems to be the stumbling block. I know Rupert, he put some red lines in the sand with his date. It was an olive branch, but there's still got to be some conditions, and the things you can't roll back on are the most important
Right.
things to secure our country. Farage has just come out now and attacked people, whereas sadly Rupert went with policy. So here's Farage doing what he always does. I've done this and I've fought the far right. Well, if you make them up, you can fight anyone, can't you? I've just fought communists in the garden, me and 20 ninjas. But you know what I mean? He's just, mate. And then Lee Anderson and that saying we're going to stand in every election. So there's no deal. There never will be. Like I said, mate, you've got more chance of doing a deal with the IRGC.
I'm too busy fighting off the lesbians.
Where? The invisible.
No.
Have you got any spare?
You're not with me all the time. You're not out with me. I just get them coming up to me and going,
sounds like I should be. Hang on, what type of lesbian? Anyway, before we get off the beaten track, yeah, there's gonna be no pact deal, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it isn't gonna happen.
Speaking like this. So
well, when is somebody going to put the country first?
Well, look, after you know what, and after what Rupert's been through, he probably didn't have to with these he probably didn't have to do that, but he's tried. And look, we met Charlie, didn't we, at the launch we went to for the local Restore branch.
Great guy.
And do you know what? He's a lovely lad, right? Down to earth. I don't know him well, but
no, he's a good guy. He's a good guy, straight talking, and he's young, and we need young people like him involved, not got rid of.
He's one of the leading voices who's speaking out against the demographic change, what's going on.
Exactly.
And that's what's rattled them all. The establishment.
And he's a Christian.
Yeah, that probably rattles them too. So what they've done is they've just absolutely the establishment, it's just gone after Restore the last week. Their Telegraph.
Yeah.
The Tory graph.
I noticed that.
The Reform graph. What is it? They have gone hell for leather, and everyone's jumped on it. Hartley Brewer, Alex Phillips, Talk and GB News and everything. They're all going for it, mate. So you can see what's happening, can't you? Some people are actually offering things people want that are actually going to work. Can't have that, can we?
No.
It speaks volumes about what these people actually want for the future of this country. They just want power. They don't want to fix anything.
Well, that's
otherwise
exactly,
he wouldn't be here. Otherwise,
that's
Johnny
exactly
wouldn't be here
what we said.
Bullshit talk, would he, about straight onto the far right and all this crap we haven't seen since he's the one using the tropes, like lefty ones as well, mate. So if you're going to put the country first, that's not the way to do it, is it? By I, me, I do this, I do that, I've always done this. It's always about people with him and personalities and characters. We're just like, look, we'll do a deal if you just stick to these main things because they're really important.
Yeah. Policy. It should be on policy, not personalities. Adhere to the policies that you agreed, the joint policies, and that's it.
I could tell it wasn't going to work because on day one, obviously Rupert was like, let's put all this behind us, the bicker and stuff, and then they both just carried on with it anyway. So too much bad blood, do you think?
Yeah, maybe.
Two parties are totally different. One actually wants to save the country, and the other one sounds like it just wants to, I don't know, replace the others. If you know what I mean? Just replace the Conservatives. Okay, great.
Well, the biggest thing is going to be, is anybody going to stand down in any particular constituency?
No. Not if you listen. Should we read some of the reply? If I can find it quickly. Sorry, I should have had this. Already up. Because Farage came back, didn't he? With basically doubling down. And this was in I wish stuff would stop popping up on my phone. Hang on. X takes a minute to load. Pretty slow these days, isn't it? So Rupert put a message out. Reform and Nigel have finally made a response to our offer in the Daily Telegraph. I will go through their 4 conditions. Lee Anderson said Reform will not step aside in any constituencies. They should always be on the ballot paper. So that means they plan to run in every seat. That's not a constructive start. He says he's been realistic. If Reform are not willing to do the same in constituencies, he says the offer he's made is entirely redundant, and I just think there was no point to it in the first place. They have also said we must endorse Farage to be Prime Minister and allow the failed Conservative ministers to again be part of a future cabinet. So that's
Why
really
would you have people that failed in the past back in?
That tells me they just want to replace what was before it, not actually make it any better. And Rupert's right; he's never said dump anyone. He said, "Can we talk?" But I can't budge on these few things. So, Farage and Reform has also said that they must outright sack Charlie Downs.
Okay.
Putting a young lad with a family, or who wants a family in the future, out of work. Here they go again. It's not good enough to just ignore you and try and beat you politically. They want to destroy you as well, like personally destroy you. Look at Tommy and Katie now. There's no boundaries with these people. So
well, we know that too well. All right, let's move it on now, and let's get on to Mr. Burnham and his cost of living tour. Here's a little bit of a.
I'm the Prime Minister.
Yeah, that's the one. There he is. Cost of living tour.
Is that the Prime Minister? I forgot what he looked like.
That's it.
He looks like the last one, doesn't he? 20.
Where we asked specifically one trip, this is that's what I was saying, just trying to indicate, we realise it's pretty tough to do.
Mode. Action mode, mate.
I'll be honest about that. But we said we wanted a public part of the community that is part of the community. Because do you come here?
I mean, what does he hope to achieve? I mean, everybody knows what the problem is in this country. Everybody knows, they can identify it. We're having the life sucked out of us financially, not only by Europe, but by the people in this country, and they're aiding and abetting it. Yeah, and this is what this guy is saying?
In August, I will get around the country, actually, because I see the same issues in all parts of the UK. So I'm going to be out in rural areas, coastal areas in the summer, in Wales, in Scotland, Northern Ireland. So I'm just going to get around and about and just go to pubs and workplaces and just chat to people. I did my job as Mayor of Greater Manchester like that. I just would pick up a little thing that somebody would whisper in.
Yeah, and Manchester is $1 billion in debt.
In the queue at Greg's or somewhere else, you know, or in the bar at the pub, and just say, you should look at that, you know. And often I pick my ideas up like that as a politician, so I carry on doing the job in a way that I think I'm best at doing it, which is just to be out there, listening to people, picking up their ideas and bringing them back.
So he's literally not got an original thought in that pea brain of his, in that head of his, no. Okay, obviously. It just repeats what's the cost of living, and I'm going to listen to other people. It's just like, he's like a, do you know what? He's like a 99p store version of Starmer. He's not even going to be that good, and he wasn't good either, was he?
He's just buying time. He is buying time. He knows what the problems are. Do you think in his position as Prime Minister, somebody hasn't actually put a summary on his desk saying, we're in the shit? Here's a talk caller, and Lillian, I think you're going to love her. Lillian cuts Burnham no slack whatsoever.
Are you feeling it? Are you sensing it? Let's get a word on Burnham. A voice note from Lillian. Morning, Lillian.
Morning, Ian. That Andy Burnham is going to do absolutely sod all for the working, tax-paying people of this country. He's got no intention of stopping the boats. We all know that. And while they're flooding him by the day, we, the taxpayers, are going to end up paying for it. And then he's saying the jails are full. Well, instead of letting violent criminals out, why don't you let them hundreds or thousands of people that have been put in there for tweets out first? The man is an absolute imbecile. He's just going to run our country even further into the ground. I am sick of it. And if I could afford to get out of this country, which I've called home for 71 years, I would go tomorrow. Sick of the lot of it.
There you go, right? Now, hey, Stats, is that a woman talking your language?
Yeah, at this point, I actually think you could probably let some of the dangerous people out of jail and just make sure you put all them charlatans in instead, all the politicians, and then we'd probably be in a better place, in the long run. Shocking,
I mean, how...
They're never going to fix the problem, John, because they are the problem.
They are the problem.
They either know they're the problem, and so they're not going to fix themselves, or they just can't see it. So it's not happening, is it, mate?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, I agree with everything that you said. I think that we should take all the politicians in this country, apart from a few of them, I'd keep the DUP and put them, and put the rest of them at El Salvador. Put them in there, that big prison. What do you think? Have you seen that big prison? Did you see the program that Richard Madeley did?
Yeah. Well, not that one, but I've seen what they're doing, yeah.
Oh, my God.
But it's fixed the problem, hasn't it? And that's going to put people off then in the future. Go, should we start one of them gangs? No, they just put you in jail for the rest of your life. Forget that then. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's probably quite.
And when they say life there, they mean.
Oh yeah,
life.
They're probably never getting out, are they?
No
so,
parole.
Yeah, well, at least maybe Rupert should go and do a deal with another dodgy South American country, and we just say, look, you can take Labour and Conservatives. That'd be a great help.
Yeah. Well, I think Rupee should get together with the DUP and some of the other smaller parties, and the DUP, I mean, they're great. I mean, I love the DUP. I know they've got a few problems at the moment, but I think they're great. I think they're great. And they'll probably be the last British people in this country. I'm telling you. They are so for a United Kingdom, it isn't funny. They really are.
There's not much. There'll be not much left to unite if this doesn't get fixed, and soon. Yeah, we're still here, aren't we, with personalities and people and same old phrases that just hamper your progress. Yep. It's depressing, really, isn't it, mate? The people you thought and the party you think is the why they're going to do this, that, and it's just another letdown, isn't it? Same old shite.
Well, we've come to the end of the show. We've carried out our title. We've talked about the deal between Restore and Reform, which is not going to happen. It doesn't look like it. Doesn't look favorable.
No deal.
And we've looked at the cost of living tour, which is actually, what is he going to do? Is he going to have a big stage in all the places that he goes? That's what you do when you go on tour, isn't it?
His team already know where he's going. It's all pre-planned. He's not turning up round here. He's going to Do you think he's going to turn up in Great Yarmouth, Clacton? Do you reckon? He said Seaside, didn't he? Let's see.
Who's going to win? Binface or Reform?
I've stopped caring, mate. To be honest, I don't really care.
Well, isn't the election on the 12th?
It's this week, I think, isn't it?
Yeah. There's nothing in the mainstream. There's no build up to it. Nothing.
No, again, because that's the game they play, isn't it? It's just like, forget it. They're horrible, mate. They're horrible. But I mean, well, he's acting today, then. Oh, well.
Well, I found something to cheer you up. And it is Amelia. And it is a look back at Britain. And we'll say thank you to all those people that have watched. And also to those people who are going to watch because they think that something's going to happen. Well, there is. Something is going to happen. It's going to get hot. According to the weatherman, that is. What do you think? Do you think my voice is getting better? I've lost that action man sound.
Yeah, you don't sound as manly. Maybe that's why whoever comments instead of gay.
And don't say anything about the colour in my room. Did you know that blue used to be associated with girls originally? And pink with boys.
Yeah. That's what they all say when you sat there surrounded by pink and I'm surrounded by blue.
No, it's true.
Stop assuming genders. The lefties will have a meltdown.
Well, yes, you're quite right. Well,
what colour is non-binary anyway? The rainbow, is it?
I don't know. I haven't
So
got
if
a
you
clue.
get, no, just when you're going to have I'm having a daughter, I'll do the room all pink. And I'm having a boy, I'll do it all. God, I hate to be a decorator if it was one of the alphabet people. Oh, can you do rainbows?
Well, I don't want any more kids.
Rainbow wallpaper or something. Jesus.
I don't want you can have as many kids as you like. I don't want any more kids. No, to hell with that. Okay. Forget it. I'm a celibate lesbian.
Just tie a knot in it.
I could be a priest. Yes. What do you think?
No. You're already on the devil's list, so I don't know.
Yes, it's going to get bad. Well, what can we say? All right. Us at Cheshire Matters walk with angels and demons. Yes. Well, we're going to get out of here. We're going to say thank you very much, and we'll see everybody on Wednesday. We might have news. We might have somebody saying, yes, we're going to come on. You're going to come on your show and answer these really, really awkward questions. You don't know.
I know. I'm going to have a guess what's going to happen. I'm going to make a prediction. Nothing.
Go. Nothing.
No, we'll just be ignored. It's the easiest way to do it because as soon as you buy it, you've had it. We'll just get ignored. It's the typical behaviour. That's exactly what I expect.
Okay.
That's what they do because they're cowards. So prove
Talking about the
otherwise.
Freemasons. Yeah.
Yeah, prove otherwise. Well, you're just like Keir Starmer and Boris Johnson and all them frauds.
Yep, absolutely.
Cowards.
Yep. I'm going to be delving into a few other things about you lot. Revelations. Here we go. Here's Amelia. And this is one of Mark's favorites. I think she's nice. I like her. I know she's not real.
I remember when kids could play outside and be safe. No phones to track them, just bikes and scraped knees. You could walk down the street without watching your back. No one snatching your watch just for the fun of the grab.
British Patriots, give them a sub.
No turkey disguise, no 4 a.m. call to prayer. Cutting through the night skies. Everyone in town spoke the same mother tongue. English on every corner, every shop, every song. London felt like home, not a place you feared. No knife on the tube, no robbery near. Shoplifters got cuffed, not a free pass and a smile. Police treated all the same, no two-tier style. I remember when Britain felt like Britain, proud and free. Hotels were for holidays, not free rooms for illegals. You see, no blocking the streets to pray on a Friday night. Birmingham was clean, the flag flew without a fight. I remember when we didn't pay tax on tax on tax. When hurty words weren't a crime, just words, just facts. British hearts were proud, heads held high. I remember when, and I still don't know why it had to die. Government put the British first, no apologies needed. Illegals got deported, not money and a suite completed. People wanted to visit London, not avoid it in fear. Jobs went to the best, not skin colour or gender career. Men stayed out of women's toilets, simple and clear. Only women in women's sports, no debate, no sneer. You could say I'm proud to be English out loud in the square. No thought, police knocking, no arrest for the air. No one offended by the cross of St. George. No furries in the classrooms. No new
all true. All the words, great.
And a country that knew who it was before the silence and the shame and the endless. Because I remember when Britain felt like Britain, proud and free. Hotels were for holidays, not free rooms for illegals. You see, no blocking the streets to pray on a Friday night. Birmingham was clean, the flag flew without a fight. I remember when we didn't pay tax on tax on tax. When hurty words weren't a crime, just words, just facts. British hearts were proud, heads held high. I remember when, and I still don't know why it had to die. They told us it was pride. progress, they told us it was kind. But the streets got meaner, and the pride got left behind. Now we're strangers in the towns our granddads built, paying for the silence while the old ways get killed. I remember when kids played safe, watches stayed on wrists. Bacon was bacon and no one got the fists. English filled the air, London felt like home. Police were fair, and married had a throne. I remember when Britain still knew its name before the guilt and the hotels and the endless shame. I remember when, and some of us still do.
Thanks for watching. We had a blast making that one. If you enjoy our videos as much as we enjoy making them, please subscribe, give us a like, a share, and if possible, a hype. And you can now also join our members area, where you will get a first look at new videos before they're released to the public.